All right, so now it is time for us to read the second article. So please go into your Google Classroom and open up the document that is called IQ and School Achievement. Okay, please follow along as I read this to you. Again, you may use your scratch paper to take notes as you are listening. IQ and School Achievement. Scores on intelligence tests were originally calculated using a formula that involves division. Hence, they were called intelligence quotient or IQ scores. Even though we still use the term IQ, intelligence test scores are no longer based on the old formula. Instead, they are determined by comparing a student's performance on the test with the performance of others in the same age group. A score of 100 indicates average performance on the test. Students with this score have performed better than half of their age mates, but not as well as the other half. Scores well below 100 indicate below average performance on the test. Scores well above 100 indicate above average performance. IQ and school achievement. Modern intelligence tests have been designed with Binet's original purpose in mind, to predict how well individual students are likely to perform in the classroom in similar situations. Studies repeatedly show that performance on intelligence tests is correlated with school achievement, according to these studies. N. Brody, 1997, Gustafson and Undheim, 1996, Sattler, 2001. On average, children with higher IQ scores do better on standardized achievement tests, have higher school grades, and complete more years of education. In other words, IQ scores often do predict school achievement, albeit imprecisely. As a result, intelligence tests are frequently used by school psychologists and other specialists in their efforts to identify students with special education needs. However, 3 points about the relationship between intelligence test scores and school achievement are important to note. Intelligence does not necessarily cause achievement, it is simply correlated with it. Although students with high IQs typically perform well in school, we cannot say conclusively that their high achievement is actually the result of their intelligence. Intelligence probably does play an important role in school achievement, but many other factors, motivation, quality of instruction, family resources, parental support, peer group expectations, and so on, are also involved. Second, the relationship between IQ scores and achievement is an imperfect one, with many exceptions to the rule. For a variety of reasons, some students with high IQ scores don't perform well in the classroom, and other students achieve at higher levels than we would predict from their IQ scores alone. Furthermore, IQ tests seem to predict performance on traditional academic tasks better than they predict performance on everyday, real-world tasks or on unusual, multifaceted problems, according to these studies. J. E. Davidson, 2003, Sternberg and Grincoreno and Kidd, 2005, Wenke and French, 2003. Third, IQ scores have a limited, quote, shelf life, unquote. IQ scores do a reasonable job of predicting students' school achievement for a short period, say for the following year or two. They are less useful in predicting achievement over the long run, especially when they have been obtained in the preschool or early elementary years, according to Bracken and Walker, 1997. In fact, the very nature of what intelligence is changes somewhat as students get older, and thus how it is measured may also change. The longer the time interval between two measures of intelligence, the greater the fluctuation in IQ, especially when initial measures, especially when the initial measures were taken in the early years, according to Hayslip, 1994, and Sattler, 2001. IQ scores and other measures of cognitive ability often increase over time when children are highly motivated, independent learners, and when adults provide stimulating activities and a variety of reading materials, according to several researchers listed there. This excerpt is from Educational Psychology Developing Learners by J. E. Ermrod, 2008 edition, page 155 through 156.